Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for coming out to this big unveiling ahead of the IRN BRU Cup Quarter-Final against Stevenage. Now, as you'll all be only too aware, this club has been cursed by the IRN BRU gods to ensure that we can never win their competition. That is the only explanation possible. So in a bid to try and appease them and have the curse lifted, the club have decided to honour them with a shrine. Bring it down, boys, bring it down! So from this day forth, proudly sitting atop the clubhouse will be this ancient can of IRN BRU, which will be worshipped by the players both before and after training each and every day in a bid to appease the gods so that we can finally lift their trophy once more. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 12, Episode 6 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town, and today we are facing Stevenage in the IRN BRU Quarter-Finals. Hopefully the curse will be lifted now, hopefully. And then of course we will host Inter Milan in the second to last game of the Champions League group stage. The group is finally poised. If we can take anything from Inter Milan, it'll greatly help us. But I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the general info of the club, because there's been a few more players sort of enter into the annals of Bala Town history here. Tommy Williamson and Marcus Wade are both now favoured personnel. So that's good to see. Allmark's still only an icon despite being a goal-scoring machine for the club, though this season he's let himself down a little bit. And of course, Burke, Ryan Williams, and Luke Bustenbrew are favoured personnel. And of course, Ryan Sears, who has now left the New Saints and is now at Chorley. He only played 10 games. Is that forgivable? I'm not sure if it is still, but anyway, Ryan Sears is a legend of the club. We have 3 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's get to those, starting with our league match. Well, they're all league games, actually, against Clendundo. Bonnet picked out Marcus Wade in the area to give us a second half lead. The Armenian made it 2-0 with his first Bala goal, before Tomoya Yamaguchi made the point safe. So it's as you would expect, a dominant win in the league for us. Wade, the Armenian, and Yamaguchi with the goals. We dominated the game. We should have scored more. The Armenian got himself man of the match, which is always nice to see. Yeah, he's not quite developing as I would have liked, but he's still a decent player, that's for sure. So that was, run-of-the-mill game against Clendundo. Next up, we played Clonelly. Heinz Mackmeyer pounced on a loose ball to give us the lead. Juan Mi made it 2-0 midway through the second half, and a Sean Davies header snuck under the keeper for our third, before Ben Evans added a fourth in stoppage time. So there we go again, another comfortable win in the league. Big Mac, Juan Mi, Sean Davies and Ben Evans with the goals. It's exactly as, again, what you would expect from us. We gave some youngsters some game time. Denny Gami just looks a decent player, doesn't he? And we've also got Sam Evans that got a game a little bit further forward as well. Yeah, good to see guys getting goals that we want to see getting goals. And this was during an international break. We actually had to play Burgess in goal for this one. So, yeah, he did quite well as well. Final game to catch you up on is against Aberystwyth Town. Denny Gami played in Marcus Wade to give us the lead. Ben Evans added a second. And Ewan Dixon crossed for Sean Davies to make it 3-0. Before Ben Evans' second made it 4-0 at half-time. Wade added a fantastic free kick, and Demi Gami got our 6th late on. So getting back to some top form in this one, again Burgess was in goal, a few changes in and around the team, but Wade with a double, Ben Evans with a double, Davies and Denny Gami, and what about that Wade free kick as well? They did go down to 10 men in the 68th minute. We only managed to get 1 goal after that, but at that point we'd made a couple of changes as well, and it was all going well. But Allmark, despite playing well, still couldn't get himself on the score sheet, so it's worrying. And I got to be honest, I don't think he's going to win the Welsh Player of the Year this year. So that'll be the first time in a long time he hasn't won that award. Quick look at where that leaves us. High flying and fancy free at the top of the league. Bengal City is second, and with a little bit of a gap back to the New Saints, and Kefren Drew is only a point back with 2 games in hand as well. So the New Saints are looking as though they might be the 4th best team in the league this season. But we do park the league to one side for today. We are going to be playing Stevenage, as I said, in the IRN BRU Quarter-Final, and then look at that group. If we win today, we could go into the top 2, but equally, if we lose and Benfica win, it could all be over. So Actually, no. If we lose and Athletic Bilbao win, sorry, it could all be over. And what we really ideally would like is to have at least a 4-point gap, or maintain that 4-point gap to Benfica, so that the final game in Benfica isn't a win or go home out of Europe altogether kind of a situation. Let's have a look at the game we've got right now, which is of course the game against Stevenage. We don't know too much about them. I don't have the National League in England loaded up, because it's too low of a standard typically for us to be wanting to sign players from there. We don't know exactly how they're going to play. This is their last game that we have is against Bromley. We can see they did like to attack down the wings, maybe a little bit narrow, but it just kind of is what it is, isn't it? This is the team that we are sending out. It's Tanaskovic in goal. It's Norrington Davies, KDH, Evans and Cameron as the back four. Yamaguchi and the Armenian go in midfield. Wade as the right winger with Gami and Riola. We're going to give Freshie a game. He does have a broken wrist, but he should be able to play. So we're going to test him out basically here and then see if we do want to have him on the bench for the game. Do we have him on loan from Inter actually? He is. No, he's on loan from Chelsea. And just see if he's an option basically, if he is able to play and play well. Alright, so we can see they've come out with wing-backs, which is not what we were expecting, but that should be okay. We'll look to try and get some overlaps in wide areas. Gomez says we should go out there, try and prove a point today. The Iron Brew is 100% in my head. If you play your game, you'll win. You're all capable of that. Surely, you're competing at the Champions League. You should be able to beat Stevenage. With all due respect to Stevenage, they're not Athletic Bilbao, and we were able to beat them. So you'd like to think that this shouldn't be too much of a problem. But as we've seen, the Iron Brew does cause massive, massive problems for us most of the time. Let's give this a get creative. We are shading possession. Haven't really created too much yet, though. Wade's looking complacent. Perfect. Let's give it a concentrate. Haven't seen anything from Freshie. And here we go, from the corner. Wade, ball in, headed away. Yamaguchi is there. Yamaguchi, back out to Wade. Can he pull it back? He can. Freshie's there. Goes back to Gami. It's blocked away. There's so many red shirts in the box there. No wonder we couldn't find a way to goal. They lump it clear. Picked up by Ben Evans. And are we going to build from the back and go again for a highlight? Or was that it? It looks as though the highlight is going to continue. Tanaskovic out to Ben Evans. Ben Evans back to Tanaskovic. They're not putting too much pressure on us here. Alright, where is this going, boys? Where's this going? Don't do something stupid, please. Tanaskovic back out to KDH. He goes out to Norrington Davies. Can he get a ball down the line for Riola? He goes infield for the Armenian. Gami back to that was a hospital pass. The Armenian does really, really well to keep possession. He gets it out wide for Wade. Can Wade do something? Marcus Wade's shot is wide. And there's already signs, isn't there, that this is not going to plan. Let's calm down, boys. Let's calm down and try and get something going here. What is it about the Iron Brew and us being completely incapable, forgetting how to play football? Assertively, boys, come on. I mean, these are guys that... This is what frustrates me about it so much, is that these are guys, for the most part, that we signed to do a job for us in the Champions League, and they get into the Iron Brew and they completely forget how to play. Riola is playing a 6.3. We do have Sean Davies on the bench. Is there something about the way we're playing that we could change? I wonder. Let's try and exploit the middle, not look for the overlaps. See if that gives us anything. Freshie over a free kick. Can we get a little bit of quality there? No, just wide. And is this a corner we're going to have to defend? No, it's a corner for us to attack. Wade to take. Decent ball again. It's headed away. The Armenians there. The Armenians. Riola, and Riola still can't turn it goalwards. We're going to lose, aren't we? We're going to lose. It's Cameron in there for Wade. Can he pull a ball back and find a teammate? It's there for Riola. Riola, finally, somebody puts the ball in the back of the friggin' net. It's a 12th for Riola. It's an assist for Marcus Wade. Let's tell him to concentrate. And, well, hopefully now we'll be able to go on and see this game out. But it had all the signs, didn't it? We were incapable of creating a chance. And when we did, we weren't finishing them off. But in the end, that's not too bad. We haven't seen much from Freshie, but I do wonder if that's a lack of chances as much as anything else. Let's try giving them some praise, because we have essentially dominated the game. All right, let's get Wade off, who's looking tired and complacent. We'll get Bono on out there. and see if that improves us in any way. Let's give it a... What do we want to say to this? I mean, it's 1-0 against Stevenage, boys. Lads, it's Stevenage. I refuse to shut down a game against non-league opposition. We're not doing that. We're going to keep going at them to the end. We do get the win. 1-0, pitiful. But I suppose a win is a win. Then we're into the semi-finals of the IRN BRU. So Bala Town, not at their best, but victorious nonetheless. We win the quarter-final. Is this Marcus Wade, I'm assuming? Still developing, still looking like a good player. And we have Ayr United in the semi-final. It's Edinburgh City and Falkirk. Falkirk in the other one. So it's Championship Ayr in the semi-final. They're sitting 6th in that division right now. So, I mean, again, you'd like to think we could beat Scottish Championship opposition, but we've seen before it never quite works out that way. Guys, wait right there. We have Inter Milan coming to visit us next. Oh, it's huge. Okay, welcome back, and here we go, hosting Inter Milan. I tell you what, 7-4, not bad odds. We're certainly, you can see the difference when we first started playing these teams, we were like, 30s to 1. So we're doing okay here, we're doing okay. If we can get anything from this game, it will be a big, big bonus for us. They've only lost the one game, and that was a late goal to Athletic Bilbao. So I'm hoping, given that we've beaten Athletic Bilbao, maybe that means we can take something. But of course, when we played them in the first game of the group, it was 4-0, wasn't even close. Diego Simeone is their manager. Very good manager he is as well. A balanced, direct style of play. We're expecting a little bit of a defensive lineup against us here, which is maybe surprising. You can see maybe a little bit narrow defensively. I was tempted by wingers, but we're not going to go with it. Passing network there, again, is quite narrow, and their key passes in to out is their sort of general rule, isn't it? They are currently sitting 2nd in Serie A behind Milan, only by a point, though, so it's very, very tight at the top of the league. Look, they've only conceded 7 goals all season. All right, they did lose last time out though, so you never know. Maybe they're on a little bit of a dip of form. This is the team that we're sending out. It's Tanaskovic in goal. It's me, Goddard, and Tony as the back three. It's Ignatievic down the right, Montgomery down the left, Brewerton as the deep line playmaker, Quinn and Roda in midfield. The same midfield setup that got us the win against Bilbao. It's McMyer and it's Williamson up top. Let's go. So they have come out as expected in a very, very much defensive formation. It's very Simeone, isn't it? We're expecting them to try and hit us on the break. Hopefully not get the long shots they did last time. We should challenge them to go out there, prove a point. We're the underdogs. Let's show everyone what you've got. I do tend to like that in Europe. I think we do get the best from us, generally speaking, when we play like that. Come on. And here we go. Here we go. I cannot decide how I want the other game to go. Luckily, we don't get a say in it, but if Athletic Bilbao win, then that means we're at least in the Europa League. Benfica won't be able to catch us. But of course, it will make it very, very difficult for us to then get... Well, it could actually mean we can't get out of the group if Inter Milan beat us. But if we can take something from this game, then a Benfica win would, if Benfica match our result, then that's fine. We would still... they can't catch us if we match their result today, and that is a penalty, and it's probably Ignatievic's, because that seems to be what happens. It is Ignatievic. How many penalties, mate, are you going to give away in Europe before you learn your friggin' lesson? Unbelievable. We need an upgrade at right back, don't we? Someone who doesn't give away a penalty. Oh, and Tanaskovic has bailed out his national teammate there. Well done, Tanaskovic. That's fantastic. It's still 0-0. Now, can we defend the corner? We still need to get rid of Ignatievich. Not get rid of, but we need to upgrade there. We need someone who doesn't give away a penalty at least once a game in Europe, it seems like. Let's give it a concentrate. And can we get... That's over the hit, isn't it? Yes, it is. There we go. All right, so we've officially avoided the penalty. Tanaskovic is the hero so far. And let's see if we can build on that. Maybe that shakes them. Maybe that shakes them. Come on, boys. Come on. Roda's looking nervous. That's not ideal. Come on, let's get creative here. We've just got to try and hang on. Here we go. Lee Goddard over a free kick. Lee Goddard chips it in. It's headed away. And are we going to get caught on the break? We should have someone back there. Do we? We do. It's Roda. He spreads it to Ignatievic. Ignatievic, don't get caught in possession, you muppet. All the way back to Tanaskovic. Tanaskovic gets it forward again. Good ball there for Quinn. Over for Tony. Tony, yeah, I don't like you with the ball at your feet, mate. You're there to head the ball away. That's all you got to do. Me has it now. Me. They're trying to close us down. We're doing okay keeping possession. There's a ball forward. It's in between Williamson and Montgomery. And the highlight continues. It's become a long old highlight. And are we going to get done here? Oh, it's the hope that kills you. And just when you think you've got a highlight, here come Inter Milan pouring forward. It's Ignatievic again diving in. I've got to take him off. Ignatievic, come on, mate. I could put Goddard out there maybe. Goddard with a free kick. Ball in. Brewerton! Oh! The problem with if we put Goddard out there, it means bringing O'Halloran into the centre of our defence, and I don't know if we want to do that. Bilbao is beating Benfica. So that means, as things stand, we are in the Europa League, and that is probably all we can hope for. We've got a free kick to defend here. Ignatievic is on a booking, and Taniskovic can't keep that out. All right, I think that this could be the last we ever see of Ignatievic, I'll be honest. I've just about run out of patience for him. He's just not good enough in Europe, is he? He's just not good enough. We're 1-0 down just before half-time as well. We were so close to being able to see that out. I don't know what Taniskovic is doing. To be honest, he should be on his goal line and he would have just comfortably caught that. His starting position's not bad, but you can't go and get that. What's he doing? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a goalkeeper, so I'm not a footballer. But I'm particularly not a goalkeeper, so maybe he did the right thing there. We don't want to go 2-0 down before half-time though, boys. Please. Come on, we can maybe rescue one. We don't think we can rescue two. We're too slow to go out to him, and it's across the face of goal. It should run out of play for a goal kick. And let's just see if we can get ourselves to the break here. There we go. Well, we've been thoroughly outclassed, but as things stand, we're going out of the Champions League, but we are going into the Europa League. Unlucky, boys. Let's go with unlucky. Let's try and build a little bit of confidence. O'Halloran, just keep doing what you're doing, I suppose. Don't get yourself sent off, please, Tony. McMyer's not having a great game. You do wonder if it's a little bit of us just not getting the ball into him. That's all fine. That's all fine. Let's maybe just look to hit early crosses in, and we'll wait and see. I don't know if we want to exploit anything necessarily. Come on. Come on, come on. Right at the start of the second half, just over the bar. Concentrate, boys. Concentrate for me. Here we go. Taniskovic with a goal kick. Can we get something going? Tony spreads it across there to me. Forward for Quinn. Back to Brewerton for Roda. Back to Brewerton. Brewer looks to get it forward. Williamson is there. Tommy Williamson can't quite get onto the possession there. Here come Inter Milan again. You'd say it's not quite working this for us, is it? Something might need to change. That's deflected behind. It's going to be a corner. And I do wonder if maybe wingers could work for us here. The problem with wingers is it's headed away nicely there by Tony. That's what he's in the team to do. Here we go with Roda. Can we get them on the break? We've got men forward as well. Roda, that's disgusting, referee. Doesn't even get a yellow for that. That is outrageous. Let's give it a demand more. Let's try exploit the middle. Let's try exploit the middle and see if that can get us something going here. McMyer and Williamson have not had a kick of the ball yet, have they? Let's maybe be a little bit more direct. Be more direct, exploit the middle, get some early crosses in when we get it out wide. Let's give it a calm down perhaps as well. We've got some anxious looking players there. Alright, I've been tempted to do this for a while. We're going to take McMyer off. We're going to try Williamson and Freshy as a duo up top. Let's maybe try, do we try two advanced forwards, just running the channels, trying to sniff out a goal for us. Let's do that for now. And we might try to go all out late on here. I have a plan. Is that plan wingers? That's the big question. We've got 5 minutes to go. We're only a goal down here. We need to do something. How does that look? It doesn't look terrible, does it? So Lee Goddard's fine. Do we want to take O'Halloran off? Yeah, he's the weakest of the defenders, so that's fine. We want you out there. We can bring Brewerton back in. We can do that. Williamson as a shadow striker, please. And then left-hand side, we bring on Riola. And that looks like a plan, doesn't it? All right, we've got to absolutely go at them here, though. Now we've got to go balls to the wall, as they say, and just try and get something for ourselves if we can manage it. All right, this is it. It could go wrong, but with Benfica losing, we don't. Well, I mean, we have to take something. It doesn't matter what happens in the Benfica game. We have to take something from our game if it's going to make any difference. It doesn't look like it is. Can we get something late on here, boys? Something late on? No, we cannot. We've lost 1-0 to Inter. We haven't registered a shot on goal, and well, it's all been a little bit disappointing, hasn't it? So, youthful Bala Town come unstuck. We're knocked out of the Champions League, but crucially, that must mean that, yeah, so Benfica have lost. So we're out of the Champions League. We're into the Europa League. There is an argument to say that's the best place for us right now. Still a little bit of a shame, but we just didn't lay a glove on Inter, did we? We're not at their level. I think we've seen that. But there we go. Guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Not the most goals we'll see in an episode, but we did our best. So there we go. We'll be back next time. Colwyn Bay is who we've got in the Welsh Cup third round, so we'll send the Wags out against them, and then we'll go to Benfica, looking to end the group stages on a high. Let's see if we can go and take 4 points off Benfica in the group. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.